Welcome back to Farming in Thailand with Mon and Ray. It's been a week since our last update, so we shall have a walk round and see how the little plants are growing and what we've done on the land in the last week. So follow me and let's go and have a look. As always, we start off at the bamboo area, the bamboo house, our little potting area. We replanted the aubergines because there wasn't much happening, so they're coming through pretty nice at the moment. Planted a few of the larger ones from the previous batch, and then all this is all chili. Just come around the post, so they're all looking good. They will be going into the land maybe in about a week's time. A few more aubergine up there and two more trays. So we come to the land this morning, it looks like something's been chewing on them, so we'll look into that a little bit more. And then the Holland papaya is all starting to come up now, getting nice and strong. And underneath we've replanted the tray of gourd with a different lot of seeds, which we'll water in a minute, but hopefully that will come up in the coming weeks as well. And then round here we've got the last lot of tomatoes to go in the last row, so we'll pick 30 of them today and get them moved onto the land. And then down below we've got the red or the orange papaya, which again, papaya seems very hard to grow. It's very temperamental, too wet, too dry, causes it problems. And then we have the two trays of the three different types of watermelon, which we're preparing the ground at the moment for them. A couple more tomatoes. So that's that at the bamboo house. The snail idea, we decided to pull out some of the grass and caused a lot of holes in the plastic liner, so that's not working anymore. And then over into the garden area, it's all starting to come together. The coriander or the flat leaf parsley is starting to grow pretty fast. And then the next one, which I'm not sure what it is, again very slow, but there is some movement. Pak choy or pok choy is doing very well, and at the end here the morning glory has no problems at all. And then around here green beans are starting to climb, so that's doing very well. And the second row of green beans again all starting to establish itself. Cucumbers doing very well, lots and lots of cucumbers starting to grow. Very happy with that this year. As I said in previous videos, we've tried it 2 times with no luck. And then the tomato area, the 2 rows of tomatoes again, they're all starting to establish and getting nice and strong. So this one was planted a little bit later, hence the size difference on the tomatoes, but there seems to be no problems, so that is happy as well. And as I say, this third row of tomatoes I shall get in today, or we shall put in today. And then this section, Mon would like watermelon in there, but I think I will convert it for the chilies. And then behind me, this area has been dug, needs breaking up, but again I think that will be chilies as well. And then over to the loofah, as you can see, it's all starting to climb and looking nice and healthy, so no problems with the loofah. Two types of loofah, a rigid one and a smooth one. So that gives them a variety. And then over here we've repaired the bridge. It's much stronger and a lot better, so that's good. Fish are all doing well. There's a few down there swimming around. Just as I zoomed in, they dived down to the bottom, so come back out. And then over here, Bear, Mon's brother, is clearing this plot, which I would imagine we will put the watermelon in this larger area. And the rest of the watermelon we shall stick along the fence from the little pump house here, going all the way down to about where the electric pole is. So a nice big area for the watermelon. And then from here up to the toilet in front of the bananas, I believe we will put the aubergines and another row of aubergines between the footpath and the Thai white flower. So that'll be great progress on last year, or February's crop that we put in. So we should be more established this year than last year. And then, as mentioned before, when Mon's finished in the rice field over there, we shall get that ploughed, and I believe Mon is going to fill it with a lot more red watermelon. So that's the little tip for now. I shall come back once we've got the next row of tomatoes in situ. Finishing off this week's video, we have managed to get the third row of tomatoes planted, so that's that section all completed now. There you go. To the right was the first lot we planted, and obviously the middle, and then over to this last row. So that's the tomatoes all done. 90 tomato plants planted. And then over to this area, soil just needs breaking down and finding out a little bit and picking out some weeds. This is gonna be planted in the coming days with chili. I think it's going to be around about 40 to 50 chilies in these two rows. So that'll be on next week's video. That should all be done and ready. And then this little section here, we will create 3 little rows, and again that'll be 30 to 40 chilies in there. So a total of 90 chili plants will be coming on, planted in the coming days. And then over to this area is now being cleared. This is going to be a watermelon, as previously mentioned. And then over along by the fence line, again all the way along will be watermelon. These watermelons are the yellow type, yellow and orange, so they'll be going in next week as well. And then Mon's brother is just clearing this section up to the toilet. That's going to be 2 rows of aubergine, and then we shall put the 3rd row of aubergine up the middle here. So again, that will all go on next week's videos. So still lots to do, lots of changes, I guess. Last year we planted roughly 500 plants, not including the trees and the bananas, etc. And this year it's about 1,600. So a much bigger production going on this year. And we will keep developing as time goes on. We want to put 5 more fishing huts around the pond, build the coffee shop, stroke refreshments, etc. That's all still to be done. We've got the build of the house on the upper land here, still to go, still to be done. And then we still have roughly 1 rai of land over here, which is equivalent to 40 meters square, which we'll start putting some more soil after Christmas, start raising that up, and we'll look to develop this area. So keep watching, please subscribe, please hit the notification buttons and the like buttons, and send us a comment. Let us know what you think of the videos. Any input would be great. So we'll catch you again on the next week's videos. Bye for now.